Hello my Miglets, welcome back to another video. It's actually been a hot minute, but I am back. I've made my grand return, and I've made my return to quite a big topic actually. So, you guys have probably seen that the new trailer for the next update has come out, Hornet Sting. And yeah, the F18 is coming. I will be making a separate video for the SG30 because, my god, do I have a lot to talk about that aircraft in particular. But the F-18 is finally coming to the game, which means Trooper can stop complaining. Anyways, I guess the F-18 is an aircraft that everyone has been wanting for quite some time now, let's be honest. And there's been a question as to whether it will be dead on arrival. And to be honest, although it's not going to be mind-blowingly crazy, I don't see how it's going to be dead on arrival. And a lot of people are saying it is going to be dead on arrival because of its, like, in a full load, it won't be able to go supersonic on the deck, and it's just not that quick, or doesn't retain its energy that well. And whilst those things are true, you have to understand that the aircraft itself, the general kit that the aircraft will be carrying, just ensures that it will still be good. It's just not going to be as good as something like the Eurofighter as you're seeing on your screen right now, or the F-15E, or the Rafale, or hell, maybe even things like the J-10 and Gripen. However, I do still think that the F-18 should have actually come quite a while ago, but that doesn't mean that we can't get excited for an aircraft coming like the F-18 coming at this stage. So let's actually just talk about very quickly what this aircraft is actually capable of. The F-18 is pretty much the epitome of the saying that says jack of all trades, master of none, with the F-18 being able to do pretty much everything well without really exceeding in one particular category. This varies from air-to-air combat, naval operations, close air support, reconnaissance, even electronic warfare with variants such as the Growler. Like I said, the F-18 can pretty much do everything. But I think where people are really concerned about is its flight performance. And by that I mean things such as thrust away, acceleration, and top speed. But that may not be the end all or be all, to be honest, and I'll explain why. Because nowadays in Migthunder, what's really important is kit. And that being said, the F-18 can kind of carry like 12 missiles, which is ridiculous. But also, I do understand the kinetic qualities of, well, sorry, not kinetic qualities, but the kinetic importance that comes with this game when it comes to BVR, because I've also mentioned it before. Because the reality is, to be good at the meta of AirRB, which is mainly beyond visual range stuff, at least for a certain period of time within the game, you need to be pretty good at higher altitudes. And that's where a lot of people start saying that the F-18 is dead on arrival, because it's pretty slow in comparison to the Typhoon, F-15, or pretty much all of the other top tier meta aircraft, so to say. But it still has very good redeeming qualities, such as, well, carrying a shitload of missiles, and also being able to have access to a pretty potent radar. And the AIM-120 itself is probably one of the best, if not the best, Fox 3s at this current moment of time, that being said. But also, when it comes to being in dogfights, although how rare they are in AirRB, I mean, it's not that important, the F-18 is actually pretty good when it comes to within visual range combat, because it's actually very maneuverable, especially at lower speeds. It'll be able to somewhat match possibly the Gripen, but it would still be outperformed by things like the Typhoon and Rafale within visual range. But it will definitely be one of the best flight models in the game, for sure. I always like to say that it will essentially be a JF-17, but better in dogfighting, that is. However, where I think it's personally going to excel really well, I didn't mean for that to rhyme, is in close air support, because the F-18 can carry so many munitions, like not just air-to-air, but for air-to-ground as well. It can carry so many GBUs, it can carry so many AGMs. It will be really painful for you to be in the opposite team of a Hornet that's fully loaded with every single explosive that the American defense budget has ever produced. You can basically expect it to carry every single air-to-ground munitions that the F-15E and the F-16C can already take, but just a lot more of it. Maybe not more than the F-15E, I don't know the exact numbers, but I just know it can take a lot of it. But, like I said, maybe the F-18 might actually introduce new air-to-ground munitions as well, that may also get added to the existing aircraft in-game. It might introduce HARMs, which I know is a very requested thing from the US ground mains, and to be honest, I kind of understand why. As to whether it will come to the game is a different scenario. But yeah, nonetheless, the F-18 will be very, very good at close air support. To wrap things up, the F-18, although it should have come quite a while ago, I wouldn't necessarily say it's dead on arrival. I still think it has a lot of redeeming qualities that will make it one of the best aircraft, not just for air-RB, but in general for air and ground. And it's just a long-waited aircraft. Everyone's wanted this. It's got such a strong fan base behind it. I personally am really, really excited to get the Hornet. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.